Doosra Point, hosted by Paris and Mosul.
This could be victory. It is. Pakistan win the World Cup. India lift the World Cup. That's a big six.
And we're live.
Right, first, before we begin, a big thanks and shout out to Elan Advertising and Adil Pasha, who did our logo for Doosra Point. And of course, big thanks also to Tausif Ghazi and Ghazi Studios, who've done the music. So great, thanks again for that.
Thank you, guys. Yes. And
Right, so let's talk some cricket.
Pakistan versus Ireland.
Good game, huh?
Very good game. I enjoyed watching highlights and just following it on Cricket Info.
नहीं हम लोग जब हमने बात की थी I think in the last podcast पे तो the first day had just been washed out. It was a 4-day game, but went down to the 5th day I guess, and probably a bit closer than I thought it would be. But you were saying it might be that way.
I wasn't feeling that great before the test match started. I'm happy that they won.
Of course.
मगर कुछ moments थे that should keep them up at night. 14 for 3 in the last innings against
Even
Ireland.
Sarfaraz said कि जब 14 for 3 हुए थे तो वो भी ज़रा सा घबरा गया था. Because it's really hard वो जो momentum उनका हो गया था 14 for 3 chasing, knowing our chasing history. I mean anything could have happened.
Like it was 160 ka target, right? 160, 14 for 3 is game on.
Yeah,
so I was
it's
following
game
it on Cricket Info and I was like, man, can't lose this one, otherwise it'll be a bad series for us.
It would be a really bad start. But I guess the young boys came through.
I think some big positives.
Yeah.
Imam ul Haq. I think the guy was under undue stress, undue pressure. The whole Fawad Alam ka jo bad
अरे
situation
इमाम
for him.
पे तो प्रश्न फवाद का तो अब अलग ही था. इमाम का वो हल्का हमेशा वो क्वेश्चन मार्क होता है because he's इंजमाम's nephew या भतीजा जो है.
That's
But
unfair. That's really
it's unfair, and he's letting the bat do all the talking, right? I don't think anybody can say anything now.
Yeah.
मतलब he scored 100 in one-day international का जब debut हुआ तो उसने 100 मारे. Now he's the highest scorer in the test match. यार आपको match जिताया. He was the only one
Under
who,
pressure.
Under pressure, batted all the way through, took to the target. ये नहीं out भी नहीं हुआ.
Not out Beniva. It was an aggressive inning. Wasn't very flashy.
Yeah, no, 74 runs and 120 odd balls. Good strike rate. And मैं उसका interview सुन रहा था अभी recently. Match से पहले था interview. And he said, how I'm preparing for the England series, and he was talking about fitness and ye and wo. And he said that one of the principles is that obviously cover drive नहीं करनी, England में ball बहुत swing करती है. But he said that मेरे जो दो strong shots हैं, एक वो है जो cut है and flick. He said, I will go for those, no matter जो भी ball हो, I can't just leave always. So I will still look to score runs. And that's what showed up actually. He was
Good
still
mindset.
playing, a good mindset, and quite stable guy.
Very young.
Very young.
So, yeah, I mean, as I said, a lot of pressure on this guy, even though it was never about him versus Fawad Alam. Fawad Alam in isolation was a different discussion altogether.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of pressure on him, and I'm really happy that
Good debut, yeah.
He was equal to the task. Babar Azam also very happy. He needed some
Finally.
runs. He badly needed some runs, and he
He
got
got
them.
run out again, man. But he could have batted through it. He was playing well as well. I mean, Babar Azam for me still, technically in the team, feels the most correct, most balanced, most capable batsman you have.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, usko aap dekhein, he still looks, different, like a slightly different class than everybody else.
Yeah, I always say he's the most intelligent and most talented batsman you have, and he is very young. It's not that Babar Azam is to 29 and 30.
No, he's just.
He has
just
a long way
starting,
to
yeah,
go.
He's just starting. I mean, 23-year-old guy. Yeah.
And he's already a big name.
I mean, one day mein he's back in bone now.
Yeah, yeah. Azhar Ali.
Azhar Ali has कुछ भी नहीं पूरे tour में कुछ नहीं किया अभी
कुछ
तक
नहीं किया है.
As a senior, although he scored a lot last time, 2016 के tour में he was one of the top scorers.
Yeah, but
He hasn't done anything. I still question कि उसको open करना चाहिए कि नहीं. I always thought he was better at one down. His record is far more better, I think, at one down.
So the problem is if he comes down the order, which is one down, then who do you open with?
That's the thing.
So Sami Adam,
the
Sami
problem-
Aslam or Fakhr Azam, but then that's too. Then your opening part is very
Zaman and
inexperienced.
Sami both, I mean, don't sort of cut it out in terms of, that sort of capability for a test match in England. I don't think they're ready yet. I mean, Sami Aslam to khel chuka hai. He played last series and he didn't do much, but
Should Asad Shafiq go up?
I think Asad Shafi still needs to be in the middle order. I mean, opening slot has been an issue for us for years now. In all formats almost. I mean, besides Fakhr Zaman being, has taken over in T20 and One Day National very recently. Abhi usko bhi ek saal, I mean, debut kiya usne Champions Trophy mein. So we haven't had a stable opening partnership for a very long time. And that goes all three formats. So there's no surprise. Azhar Ali, the only reason why he got promoted to batting and an opening is because we couldn't find a stable
It was
opener.
more of a makeshift
It was
opener.
a makeshift opener.
I still
Obviously,
say
because he was naturally opening every time because हम लोग वैसे ही पहले 2-3 ओवर में एक विकेट तो गिरती है तो वो वन डाउन खेल भी रहा होता तो he's playing like an opener.
yeah, so he was promoted. मेरे ख्याल से लेस्टर के against फखर जमान को खिला दें. If he, I don't know, I think he's a good batsman and he's aggressive. You never know. Maybe he becomes your permanent opener. He's a genuine opener. So play him against Leicester. If he does well, then maybe you drop Azhar Ali down and let Imam ul Haq and Fakhr Zaman just open the innings, two lefties like Langer and Hayden.
Yeah, I don't know why they took him to tour when they haven't actually played him any of the games yet. So Fakhr Zaman ने एक भी tour match नहीं
I think he
खेला.
played against Kent.
Did he play the first one?
I think he played against Kent. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he played against Kent. We can check that.
Yeah.
So if you drop Azhar down, then I'm actually okay with protecting Babar a little bit. He still hasn't done much. He hasn't played any.
He didn't play the Kent match
Okay, so
also.
he hasn't. Yeah, he should definitely
the
play
thing.
against Leicester.
That's the thing. And I'm not sure you play him one tour match and go into the England match.
What do you have to lose? I mean, there's nothing.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think you do it in the first match. Like, if anything, yeah, you play him in the second game.
So
I think you have a stable now. You're not changing the order now. So it's Azhar Ali in Imam Open. Then it's Haris Suhail. Then it's Asad Shafiq. Then it's Babar Azam. Then it's Sarfaraz. I think the team that played against Ireland, you go with that. The only change I'd make is drop Rahat Ali. I'd play Hassan Ali.
But Hassan Ali hasn't. So he plays against Leicester, right?
He definitely should play against Leicester.
I wouldn't play Amir also, by the way, on a side note. Amir is struggling with his knee.
Yeah, I don't think
I would rest
play
him.
Yeah, I would
He-
definitely rest
Yeah,
him.
he's done well. I would not even play Abbas, to be very honest.
I mean, he 9 wickets लिए हैं यार.
9 विकेट ली है, काफी bowling कराई है. Let him enter the England match on a good note, on a high.
Yeah, you can rest him. I think that be okay. But Amir ko to definitely I would
Amir,
rest
yeah,
because
I would
he
risk
had
Amir.
injury ke liye was off the field for a while and he didn't bowl too bad. 3-4 wickets लिए हैं. I think he took 5 wickets or something.
He took
between
5 wickets.
between
Yeah,
the two innings.
in the match. Yeah.
But yeah, he'll be critical. But Rahat Ali was very unimpressive for me.
Very flat. Yeah.
Very flat. So I'd probably play Hassan Ali. So I'll play Hassan Ali in the tour game. Maybe play Rahat as well. See who bowls better, and that person gets the nod. But I think I'd still go with Hassan Ali. He still feels like has more of a capability to be a strike bowler to take wickets. But again, Test match is different than T20 in one days, जिसकी आदत है हमें Hassan Ali की. But I think you should give him a try.
Hassan Ali has a knack of picking up those important wickets.
Yeah,
He's a
he
hustler. what Wahab Riaz could provide to this team, which is that important wicket, and that's why he was in the team.
That only one.
That only one wicket.
Yeah,
Hassan Ali can give you that one wicket. Full of energy, young guy, good athlete all around.
But
bats a little bit.
But I think it'd be good. It'd be a good game with England as well, because England's coming off a sort of horrible tour down under. New Zealand ke khilaf, Australia mein pite hain. I mean, they're down to like 6th ranking in Test matches. Nobody's scoring. They don't have a stable opening partnership either.
They don't.
Alistair Cook hai, and he's sort of in the twilight of his career.
He's also not in the best of forms.
He's not in the best of forms. New opener, probably Stoneman, who I've actually seen play yet. He played.
Dude, he's averaging 30.
Exactly.
So he's still
to
there's
write
a lot.
home
Yeah,
about.
absolutely.
Root's going to now go up back to number 3. So he was playing 4 and 5.
Under pressure, captain.
Number 4, Australia Makeda hasn't scored big recently, so under pressure. And even the rest of the lineup, I mean, Bairstow hai, Butler they've recalled back. Now, Butler is not a test name. वो अभी तो IPL में सबकी पिटाई कर रहा है. He's playing really well in IPL.
But he's averaging 31 in test matches.
But he hasn't played that many test matches. But I think when he did play, from what Butler is today in terms of confidence and what he's done in IPL and what he did in PSL even he played, he was playing really well in IPL, but he's really taken off. So he's going to come in with a lot of confidence.
He's the best wicketkeeper batsman right now in that format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Dhoni,
Butler probably plays.
Butler is a very, very good pick, but he's got a lot to prove in test matches. My point is, England, aside or apart from Alistair Cook or Root K, everyone else is just averaging in mid-30s or early 30s.
Oh, I guess
that tells you it's not...
I mean, Bairstow and Stokes are obviously two very stable, solid all
Ben Stokes is more of a star, a one-day star, or just a star rather.
He's obviously...
on his day, I mean, he's devastating.
He's a top all-rounder. So it'd be a decent team still. I mean, of course, you have Chris Wokes and, Anderson and Broad been there for decades.
It's a good team, but it's not something that you lose your sleep for. Yeah,
that's true. So I think it's not. Last time we talked about, you said, "Ke, what you think? Hum jeetenge." Now that I saw the England squad announcement and I go through it doesn't. It's not unthinkable that you can't beat them either, and especially given where. What England's track record has been in test matches the last sort of 5-6 games, they've lost all of them.
Agar hamari batting decent performance de dena, you are in with a real chance. And I'm not saying, agar batting just holds up a little bit, I think it's going to be a good series. I don't know who wins. It's a very, very even contest to me.
Yeah, England's one-day side is far more stable, much stronger, then the test match is quite behind right now.
Shadab also, he's scoring runs.
Shadab and दो बंदों का हमने last time कहा था कि two people really happy to see get debuts was Fahim Ashraf and Shadab, and both performed.
Yeah, Shadab is bowling really well. He's spinning. He's not in this Ireland match, but before also.
Shadab थोड़ा slow करा रहा था.
Maybe he's trying to spin it.
Maybe he's trying to spin a bit more. But no, I think it's, really, batting to obviously they both batted. That was a crucial partnership.
Yeah, it gives the other batsmen or the people around them so much confidence.
Yeah, because we were 160 for 6. It wasn't for Shadab and Fahim. Fahim scored an 80 odd and he scored 60 something.
Yeah.
I mean, हमारा 300 scored नहीं होना था पहली innings में.
Yeah.
So that was a crucial performance leading to the victory.
तो लेस्टर के सामने आपका क्या ख्याल है, क्या करना चाहिए? बिठा दें जिन्होंने खेला है?
बैट्समैन तो सारे खेलेंगे मेरे हिसाब से, कोई नहीं बैठना चाहिए.
I would say give Fakhar a shot.
I don't think so. I think you play exactly the same team batsman wise, and go with that. I think batting still needs quite a bit of time in the middle. And my only change would again be Rahat and Hassan. Ahmed should rest for sure. But Rahat and Hassan should fight it out for the spot for Lords. Home of
Rahat
cricket.
and Hassan?
Yeah. home of cricket pe.
Okay, the only one disagreement. I would somehow fit Fakhar in and let him at least play. I don't think we should play him in the first match.
Yeah, but
unless
you
he
mess
scores
up the
200
whole
runs.
order now. But then who do you drop? Who do you drop for Fakhr?
I would drop Azhar Ali.
No way.
Yeah, man. I
no
know half
way.
measures. I'm not a fan of Azhar Ali.
No way. In test matches, I'd drop anybody but
It's-
Azhar Ali.
to
Even
me-
though he's not scoring, but no, man, he's been our backbone in test matches for years, yeah.
I judge you for what you do in important matches. That's my thing.
Nah, आप उसके stats देखें.
असद शफीक की जो की innings है Australia के against in big matches, he does things. Azhar Ali hasn't made that mark in my.
No.
So I'm not a fan, and
I don't think there's any. After Babar Azam, I think Azhar Ali is your best batsman in the team. Maybe
that's
Asad
how bad
Shafiq.
our batting is.
Or maybe Asad Shafiq, I guess. But no, there's no chance in hell that you drop Azhar.
So okay, hypothetically, if you play Fakhar Azam,
Fakhri Azam.
oh sorry, Fakhar Zaman, Roza ke baad.
Fakhri Zaman.
Fakhar Zaman. If you play Fakhar Zaman against Leicester and he scores a quick 550, what do you do then?
I don't think I play him.
You would still not play him?
Nah, first, I don't think he plays. Not in this batting lineup, no. If the batting lineup fails, then you play him. Maybe in the second test. First test,
It's only two test matches by the way. So if
I
you
know.
lose one, then you can only draw it. Anyway,
Yeah.
I would just go for it. So,
no, I don't think so.
Chale, so what other? So and you would you drop Rahat
No, I would definitely drop Rahat.
and
For
play
Hassan.
Hassan against Leicester and see who performs better, right?
I think irrespective, I'd play Hassan. I mean, of course, Leicester may get, Rahat scores, he takes another 5 wickets or something like that, then maybe he goes ahead of Hassan, but I'd prefer Hassan to play at Lords, yeah.
Yeah, Rahat hasn't done much. So
Yeah.
Hassan has to still play against Leicester.
And see how he's doing.
And if he does a little bit better than Rahat, I would play Hassan Ali. Even though we keep saying that he has to prove his worth in
Yeah, he
test
has
matches,
to.
but
He has to.
you only prove it by playing.
Playing.
So yeah, I would play him.
But England, again, it will be a good series, I think. England ki team announcements, it wasn't like, it'll be impossible to beat them. I think it'll still be very hard to beat them, but again, it'll be all about, can we score, like you said.
Yeah.
कि हम 250 300 कर लें तो I think we're in the game.
Yeah, I think that's what I think. I think if your batting scores 300 plus,
300
on
plus
average,
you're in the game.
Yeah.
I'm saying 250 plus you're in the game.
250 plus. So you think England will really struggle in their batting then?
Yeah, because they don't have any. I mean, Alistair Cook, Root, not in the best of forms. The other three, Stoneman, Malan, these guys are averaging less than 30 or averaging 30. So it's not like there are no big names per se. You
Yeah,
get
there
Cook
isn't a
and
big
Root
name.
out, they're already under pressure.
Yeah. So to me, the only bowler that has a trump card or our trump card would be Shadab. Because they always struggle against spinners. If he's spinning big, if he's bowling well,
Yeah, but
that's your
England
wicket-taking option
pitches
right
play
there.
that early. I don't know how much spins. Again, spin comes into play, fourth, fifth, eighth, irrespective. The fourth innings, third innings, he'll be very handy. But I think you're right. I mean, generally speaking, they struggle against spin, and good leg spin is always handy in any conditions.
Absolutely. To me, so my formula is if Shadab bowls really well, so with an assumption Amir will just still do what he does always, and everyone supports him. And in batting, if Imam ul Haq or Babar Azam, if they have their best series, you may just surprise the world and win this.
And Sarfraz did say in one of his press conferences that these are big tours. I mean, Australia, England, these are big tours for us, and that's where names are made. So,
Exactly.
It's your chance. Even Mohammad Amir was saying कि मेरा plaque पे Lords में एक दफा नाम है, and the whole team is eyeing कि किसी तरह I perform in Lords and get my name on that list, and it's a big honor. And he was like, if I can get there on the second time, it'd be huge. So obviously Lords home of cricket, so everybody's very pumped up, quite excited. Young team, So let them go.
So
Enjoy.
I'll be Amir Boyka.
but yeah, it'd be interesting. Like next week, क्या होता है?
इसी के साथ IPL. I think
IPL.
This has been the closest IPL as far as I remember, where still everyone has a chance
except for
Delhi Daredevils.
and Sunrises and Chennai pretty much through. But like you said, everybody else
Everyone has a chance.
still in the game, and one game to go, and everybody's still in the game.
Yeah.
Like 12 points की line पे हैं सब.
And it is so confused, so intertwined right now. If that team, if RCB wins, but
इतने permutations or calculations हैं.
so it's very interesting, and plus, it's just fun cricket. It's fun cricket. Did you see AB de Villiers catch?
Yeah, I saw the full game RCB का and Sunrisers के खिलाफ. It's very, I mean, जो de Villiers पहले तो catch तो पहले RCB ने पहले बैटिंग की थी. तो जो de Villiers and Moeen Ali की partnership थी, more than 100 runs. क्या उन्होंने मारा है यार, जो छक्के चौके मारे हैं. De Villiers to hit 1-6 out of the ground, 110 meters out of the ground.
When he's on song, he's just a different player.
Even actually Moeen Ali, yaar. Moeen Ali's bat, swing is quite high. ऊपर से लाता है. And when he was hitting also, he was timing it sweetly, yaar.
Very elegant.
Very elegant. और lefty है, वैसे ही वो थोड़ा elegant ज़्यादा लगता है. So he was playing very well as well. His first 50 in IPL. So RCB's been playing their combinations throughout the tournament. तो अब कुछ जाके बैठा है.
Moeen Ali is dropped. England has dropped him.
In the test matches the drop कर दिया.
Do you think that's
I think he's fair because he hasn't done much in recent times. Although he did play well last summer.
Yeah.
But
also a bowler.
But he may
Bats
come back
a little bit.
I think he has a chance to come back for the India series versus England.
But yeah,
summer.
RCB 3 matches in a row they've won.
So they're in form. Whenever you have De Villiers and Kohli in your team, I think you always have a chance. Two superstars, probably the best cricketers in this era right now. Kohli is top of his game.
Oh yeah. To me, the De Villiers and Kohli are right now two of your best batsmen in the world.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
By far. So I think my bet is that they win the next game and they go through.
They go through.
They go through. My money would be on them.
And if they go through, then they may just win it.
Yeah, but then once you're in the top 4,
then it's anyone's game,
sort of
right?
playoffs, and then it's anybody's game. Then it's on the day.
Yeah.
But no, very closely contested. Mumbai Indians in it. KKR still have to win. Although points may ahead him, but net run rate में थोड़ा पीछे हैं. So it's so many permutations, calculations. Mumbai Indians in it, but everybody has to win their last game. But RCB plays Rajasthan Royals.
Yeah, it's
Kolkata plays the Sunrisers.
Mumbai Indian is playing Delhi Daredevils, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah. So
that's an easy one for them because Delhi has really struggled.
Yeah, Mumbai Indian Daredevils and Chennai versus Punjab. So
Punjab has lost last 6 matches out of the 7.
I think Punjab is done. For me, I think they probably.
Yeah, the momentum is also not on this side. So
I think momentum is with RCB. Rajasthan Royals have played well. Butler is scoring really well.
He's the one who's scoring, yeah. But they've been very lukewarm in this series so far. But you know what? Having seen a lot of IPL, India now has some unreal batting options.
Yeah, that's true.
Some big hitters. So K. Rahul playing with Kale in Kings 11 Punjab.
Yeah,
he's made a lot of runs and a very aggressive strike rate. So India now has this very, very scary batting lineup that they can put together.
The Pandyas, and not just Pandya, Hardik Pandya, and they have a really strong bench strength. Yeah. Samson, this punt, this guy who scored 128 of 63 deliveries. Raidu, Deklo. I mean, there's so many players, yeah.
So IPL is really going to help India's cricket. I mean, strongly.
I think
it has. Of fitness level, I think Kohli has really set the tone. So if you look at their players, most of them are physically extremely fit. Hardik Pandya,
Kohli's-
they all have six pack. It's a norm now in Indian cricket team,
which is different.
which means better fielding
Yeah.
because you're physically fit.
Yeah.
Mentally
But I think
healthy.
that culture also, even in Pakistan cricket, is slightly coming through. Even when I was listening to some of the players. Even when I saw Asad Shafiq was very also cut up, very fit, very slim, very.
He doesn't look unfit.
No, they are very fit. Yeah. Now fitness is big. With Arthur and the coaching staff, fitness is top priority. I mean, he called out Wahab, remember, on fitness.
And I support
he's like, fitness first and then skill, then let's talk about everything else.
वो वक्त गया कि बैटिंग बॉलिंग सब कुछ हो जाता है. Now you have to be a complete package, and fitness is a
Which is
big
good,
part of it.
It makes you better.
But that, I think we are heading the right direction. But Steve Rickson now has decided not to renew his contract. That's 2019.
But he's also
hopefully-
been around for a long time.
But I think he's I wouldn't say he's an unsung hero, but he did a good job with the
He's
team.
made a difference, yeah.
And you're right. I think the culture is kind of creeping in a good way. Fitness culture. Magar abhi bhi you look at you look Haris Sohail. He looks complete. He's definitely 5 pounds too many.
Maybe. But probably the only one in the team that looked that way. If you look at everybody else, I mean, especially the young guys. I mean, you look at Fahim Ashram, Mohammad Amir, Shadab, Hassan Ali, Fahim Ashraf.
That's true, actually.
Asad Shafiq, Babar Azam.
Yeah.
All of these guys are, one, they've got age going for them because they're all early 20s.
Yeah.
So they're vesting, quite young in that sense, but also quite fit. I mean, you can see they're lean and they're.
Yeah. It's definitely not Umar Akmal trajectory where you could see. I mean,
you can see Umar Akmal's tone coming out.
You could see that. I think Sarfraz also needs to kind of keep an eye on. He doesn't look very fit for a keeper. I'm sure he's functionally fit. Functional fitness is something else, but it's a very different game now. And as a captain, he needs to kind of set the tone. But he's not unfit. I'm not going to be too harsh on him, but I can again see a few pounds here and there. Doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
So I guess that's all for this week.
Again, we'll
look forward to the next match against Leicester.
Yeah, look forward to seeing who makes the IPL playoffs as well. I hope RCB makes it. It'll be fun. I'm still a fan.
Yeah, and before wrapping up, I say play Fakhr Zaman, Fakhr Azam, and if Fakhr Azam scores 150 of 78 deliveries, play him.
Azam scores.
Play him.
I don't think you play him.
Let's see.
Like I said earlier, but I think it'll be a good game, Lord's Bay. So it'll be fun, and we'll have another chat. Of course, I think mid game. Let's do another.
Yeah,
podcast.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Again, if you guys like the podcast, of course, like us on YouTube. And if you have any questions or you like a particular topic we'd like to discuss, let us know. Thanks again for listening, and we'll do the podcast again soon.
Goodbye.